Welcome to another unboxing with E. And since you guys see these bad boys right here, that means yes, we are unboxing another pair of earbuds. These are the Jabra Elite 7 Actives, and they do have the Jabra Elite 3s, the Jabra Elite 7 Pros, and I just found this out yesterday or last night. They have the Jabra Elite 4 Actives as well. Those came out, I don't know how recent, but should have been pretty recent because I had actually checked on the website for these, and these were not on there around like New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve. The Jabra Elite 4s were not on there, but now they are. So I have these two here to compare the size as far as the case goes, and then the size of the earbuds with these guys right here. Now I must say that when I got these, the box was twice the size. So if the box was twice the size and when I opened up I got these and these were kind of small, that means these must be super tiny. Now let me clarify as well. Let me clarify this. I am not a expert or a pro when it comes to these type of things. I just love audio. I love music. I love listening to music and all that. So I just want to clarify that I'm not one of those like super pros and this is what those type of people. And also, this is not sponsored. I am not getting paid to do this. I actually paid for this out of my own pocket. So you're getting the real deal review. So we're gonna do the unboxing and review of this. So let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I might actually open this up first and then I'll give you guys the specs. So let's get to opening it. Okay, so right off the bat, it says thoughtfully designed, purposefully engineered, and expertly built. So you have the welcome to superior sound on there. Okay, here's what I see first. So here's what you guys get. Boom, bam, right? Just open this up. This is already, I could already tell this is already small. Look at this. Put them right next to each other. As far as height wise, yes, they are smaller. As far as width wise, it seems like, if you guys could tell close up, they seem like there might be just a little bit thicker. It's fine, it's whatever. So there's the case. Put these off to the side. Here's the case. Now you do get the ear tips here. I'm trying to take them out. It seems like it is a little bit difficult to take them out of the box for some reason. Okay, here we go. You have your USB to USB-C connector. All right, and then you do have the ear tips. So here you have your small, your large, and of course the mediums will be inside. What else is in here? We do have the safety information and warranty on here. You guys could read that. So now that we have this out, let me get to the specs of this. So I'm going to give you the specs on these two. Now, these, you guys, if you guys haven't seen it, I've already done an unboxing of these right here. All right. So I've done an unboxing of the Sony WF-XM or 1000XM, well not XM, 1000 force. What is it? It's a super long name. I know it's WF 1000 XM force, I believe. It's like I said, it's a super long name. They couldn't keep it simple, but these are good. So if you haven't seen the specs for this and all that, the unboxing, go check it out. It's in my YouTube channel. So we'll put these off to the side. So I have my laptop right here to give you guys the specs on both of them and compare them. So for these, the 75Ts, right? These are the Jabra Elite 75Ts right here. These are probably 2 generations behind these because they had the Jabra Elite 85Ts, which a lot of people didn't really like. But these, when I got these, let me clarify something. When I got these were only noise canceling, not active noise canceling. There is a difference. And if you're wondering what that difference is actually the noise canceling uses well-designed ear cups to seal out unwanted noise. Active noise canceling actually uses microphones to cancel out noise. So when these came out, they didn't have the active noise canceling. What they were just noise canceling. What converted them to active noise canceling is that they actually did an upgrade, a software upgrade through the app that made them active noise canceling. But the problem there is that since it didn't have the actual hardware for it, it's not the best, but it's still pretty good. So these were just noise canceling. These have the IP55 rating. I'm reading this off the side of my laptop because I have everything on here. I don't want to miss anything for you guys. So it has the Jabra Elite 75Ts have IP55 rating with 2-year warranty, extended warranty against dust and water. Up to 24-hour of battery with ANC on, with the charging case, right? Now, the whole thing with the up to 24-hour battery with ANC on, it all differs depending on how loud you listen to your music, right? So, we all know 24 hours. It all depends. You probably have it pretty low, the volume set pretty low. But it does have fast charging, which you could actually get an hour of listening time with just 15 minutes of charging time. Now that's the same way with these as well. To be fully charged, it takes up to a little bit over 2 hours actually, and that's going from all the way from 0 to 100, right? It has 4 built-in microphones for clear calls and hear through. It does have hear through mode. You can use the Jabra Sound Plus app to activate ANC for the first time when you're using these. It does, as far as like usage wise, it's just the earbuds themselves. You do get up to 5 hours, a little bit over 5 hours use with the active noise canceling. Now that's just the same way as I said previously. It all depends how loud you're listening to your music. You do have Bluetooth 5.0. When this came out, that was like, 5.0, Bluetooth 5.0, that was like the best you can get. Now, of course, it's a little bit higher. You do have headset controls, which is like volume, which is volume up and down. You do have the answering, ending a call, play, pause, next song, previous song. It has 6mm drivers. As far as the response, you have the response of 20 hertz all the way to 20 kilohertz. That's for music, for listening. As for when you're using them to talk, phone calls and all that, it's actually 100 hertz all the way to 10 kilohertz. It does work with Apple and Android. Of course, it has the assistant, which is, you could call our I'm not gonna say it because then she's gonna activate. But the lady that's on our Apple phones also works with Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. So that's as far as these go. I'm gonna try to go quickly through these as well. This one actually, the Jabra Elite 7 Actives, comes with Bluetooth 5.2, so that's the top of the notch right now. A USB-C connection, wireless charging, which that is nice. These don't have it. Now they did come out with the same way that they came out with active noise canceling. They like probably a little bit over half a year they came out with the actual active noise canceling, right, and the wireless charging for these. So the new ones, they do have wireless charging and all that. But like I said, these now have it. These are wireless charging. It has a shake grip technology, so they actually have like this rubber, supposedly like rubber coating. So then that way, when you put them in your ear and you could shake around, and when you're sweating and all that, they don't actually move. That's the only problem I have with these, is that because since I sweat a lot, these after a while they do tend to kind of slip just a little bit, and then I have to just push them back in. The coating that these have, they're actually supposed to prevent that. So I'm gonna open them up once I'm done going through this and showing you guys how that looks. It does have 6mm drivers. The same way with these, it has a response of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz listening to music. As far as for speaking, it's a little bit different. You do get 80 hertz, but as far as the max goes, it's 80 kilohertz. So it doesn't go up to 10 kilohertz like these do. The audio codecs are ACC and SBC. These are actually active noise canceling earbuds. You do have 5 different hear through levels, but that's through the app. It's not something that you could just push on your ear. It's through the app. It does have My Sound feature in the Jabra Sound Plus app, where they've upgraded the app. I did not realize that until I had to connect my parents, because I got my parents a pair of the Jabra Elite 75Ts. But what it does is that you put the earbuds in, it goes through this whole like experience, like, you know, when you would go get your hearing tested, it's basically that. You put the earbuds in, I forgot what you click on. I think it's like I believe it is My Sound, and then there's another one too where I think it's actually to adjust the active noise canceling. So for the My Sound feature, what it does is that you put the earbuds in, and it'll tell you on there that, hey, you're gonna go through like a hearing test. When you hear the tone, press just tap the screen, and each time you hear it, just tap it, right? So it goes to the one earbud first, tap it, and then it adjusts to the other earbud, and you tap it, and then actually it shows you a graph, right? It's a circle, and it shows you the graph and what you're hearing, like what you responded to. So it shows that, and what ends up happening is that the earbuds adjust to your hearing. Insane, crazy. That's one thing I definitely like. And then as far as the other one, it's for the active noise canceling. It's just this little thing that you just touch on the screen, and you go up or down, and it adjusts. It'll tell you, oh, do you hear a difference in what you're hearing? Do you hear more of your surroundings, or do you not hear anything now? And that's how you adjust it. So that's definitely like the nice part of like the whole app. It's nice. It has up to 8 hours of listening time with an extra 22 hours with the case fully charging. With the case, right? Now for fully charging, it does take up to 150 minutes. So that's, like I said, going from 0 to 100. It does, like I said, it does have the 5 minute 5 minute charge, gives you an hour playback. That is crazy. These was 15 and this is 5. It works with iOS and Android, so you could say, hey, if it's for your Apple, of course, I'm not going to say her name because it's going to activate. So you could say, hey, right? And then she activates, and you could just ask it whatever you need to, right? And then it also has the OK Google Assistant on there. It is lightweight. It's 5.5 grams each earbud, which is supposed to be 16% smaller than their previous smallest earbud, which these are it right here. Now, the reason why I know that these are it is because the 85Ts, actually, they made them a little bit bigger. These are the smallest ones they've had. So at the moment, now these are it. So it's pretty small. It does have a re-engineered ear gel molds. Well, apparently these gels, they're supposed to like shape to your ear. Never heard of a gel doing that. I've heard of like the Sony ones here that are like kind of like foam ear tips that actually could like mold to your ear. But as far as the gel ones, that's a first. So I really want to see if that is actually true. And then it has, this is where it gets a little bit weird, because it says it has 4 mics with acoustics mesh for wind protection. But the weird part is that if you go to their website, it does say that, right? 4 mics with acoustic mesh for wind protection. You scroll down all the way to the bottom to look at the specs, because you know they have like the whole thing where like it really goes into detail. But then you go all the way to the bottom, and then it says it has 6 mics total. So that's kind of it's I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Does it have 4 or does it have 6? I don't know. That's like the weird thing to me. But also, it does have noise reduction on calls. Real nice. Mono mode, which what happens is that you could take one earbud out and the other one will still keep on working. That's nice, because let's say someone's talking to you, you just take it out, you could still be listening to your music, and you could just use your other ear to listen out. Or let's say that one earbud goes out because it drained. You could have one off, put the other one in here, leave it charging, and you could just be listening to music on one side, and you can just switch off back and forth. It'll be kind of weird to me, but hey, some people do it. You can check the weather, call a contact, gym opening times. You just have to set up the Jabra Sound Plus app for Alexa and Google Assistant. That only works for Androids. It does not work for Apple, so it's only for Android only. It does have the IP57 rating, waterproof, sweatproof, and workout proof with 2-year warranty. That's what I like about Jabra. Jabra does offer 2-year warranty. As far as my Sonys, they don't offer 2-year warranty. And it does have Bluetooth multi-point, which means you could actually stay connected to 2 devices at the same time. It's pretty nice because these do the same thing. You can switch from one to the other, right? You could go from your phone to your laptop, your phone to your iPad, from your iPad to your laptop. You can just switch back and forth, and it'll be perfectly fine. So now that we got the specs out of the way, let's actually open these up, and I'm gonna switch to a whole different camera angle for you guys. Let's get it. All right, so here are the Jabras. All right, you got the USB-C right there connection. So now let's open these bad boys up. Right, should be the front. There they are. Look at that. They look so nice. So here's the rubber grip that I was talking about. Here's one of the mics. There's another one. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. I don't know where the other mic is at. Should be somewhere here. But yeah. So this is how it looks. Now let's compare it to let me put this one back. It is magnetic actually. But let's compare it to this one. See, look at that. So these are the 75Ts, and these are, they do look smaller. Look at that. They do look smaller for sure. It's already blinking because it's looking for Bluetooth. But there we go. That's the size comparison, which is not bad, right? These basically disappear in my ear. I just imagine how these will look now in my ear. So let's actually show you guys how it looks on my phone, right? So we'll go to the app. Sorry for the glare here, but we'll go to the app, which is right here. I already have it downloaded, and this is the app right here. This other one's actually for my Sony. You click on here, boom, right? That already shows you the picture of my Jabra 75Ts. But let's actually go, let me actually brighten this up. Okay, so let's go onto my settings, right? Bam. And let's go onto Bluetooth. Let's go to the bottom. Let's disconnect. This one is let it start blinking blue. And there it is at the bottom. We'll click on there. And hopefully it should just pair up with no problem. There it is. It's connected. So now that we have them connected, I could actually go to the app, right? Should just be easy to go on the app, and there it is, you see? So now you have the new ones on there. And the thing is, like I said, it has headset. You could switch the headset name, my fit, active noise canceling, my sound. Like my sound will go there. I just have to put in the earbuds, so I'm gonna put them in. They're in my ear right now. I got one on. Then you put on the second one. Okay, I got both of them on. Get started. You have to put you have to register like mail, continue. You put your date of year of birth, continue, and then start test. And it says find a quiet place. That's step 1. Step 2 says ensure your earbuds have a good fit. And then step 3, prepare to tap on screen when you hear the tone. We'll switch to that. So that's the right ear. Now we're going to switch to the left. And that's both of them. And then, like I said, look at that. It shows you, literally shows you, it's a circle, and it shows you exactly the way your hearing is. And then you just click done. Now you could do the active noise canceling. You could personalize it. Put on there that I'm ready. And then you could switch it up and down to see if you're hearing things. So depending, I'll snap. So depending on what you're hearing, you could go and do that. But I'll probably do that later, where I could do it a little bit better. And you could even check the fit of your earbuds. It says optimize your audio experience, improve active noise canceling, and feel deeper bass. And it literally just played some instrumental, which is not bad. And then you have the mic controls where you could control your stuff on here. So you could put on here what you want it to do, as far as is it going to be a triple tap, double tap, whatever it might be, left side, right side. So I'll go through that myself later. You can do the controls for your music, single press, play pause, double press, next track, triple press, go to previous track, or restart the track. What else can I show you guys on here? You have the voice assistant. It's set to iOS since that's my phone. And then that's it. That's it for right now. So that's the app. This thing keeps on going to record. That's the app. Here, the earbuds again. Wow, it's not so much of a difference when I have them off. Now to compare them with these right here. Here are the size. I'm trying to take them out because they're magnetic as well. These are much bigger, as you guys can see. Look at that, much bigger. So those are the 3 right there with the magnetic. This also has magnetic on closing, so it doesn't like, see, I have them upside down, it's not opening. It's the same way with these two. These as well. So they're all 3 of these are magnetic. But here, look, here's the close-up of them, of how the size, different size, right next to each other. Look at that. It's crazy. Like I said, these are the Elite 7 actives, the Sony WF-1000 XM4s, and then you have the Jabra Elite 75Ts. Like I said, these are, of course, you can see the size difference, but these right here, width-wise, because if I could put them like that, then I'll show you width-wise, even like stacking up, see width-wise, trying to get it perfect, there we go, width-wise, these are a little bit thicker, right? And then I could put these on top of here, and the same thing, they're thicker by just a little bit. So that's the comparison there. Alright, so we've gone through the specs of these two right here. Didn't go through these because if you want, you can just check that on my other YouTube video that I did, which is just the unboxing of the Sonys. But we went through the specs of these two. We've seen the size difference in cases, the size difference in earbuds on all 3 of them, right? You have these right here, which they are smaller. So we've gone through all of that. Now the only thing that's left to do is for me to actually test them out, which I'll probably test them out for the next 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks, I'll come back and let you guys know what I officially think of these Jabras, if they're better than these right here. The problem is, I don't think they'll be better than these because these are the best of the best when it comes to active noise canceling. Now, you guys might be thinking, well, why do you have 3 pairs of earbuds? Well, the reason why I have these is because these are my everyday use. These are for me to go and use while I'm walking, just want to listen to music in the house. I mean, I do have the over the ears as well, but I could just like have them like in my pocket and just put them on, bam, done, right? So that's the reason why I have these. These are like my everyday use earbuds. Now, I got these, the 75Ts, are more for working out because these are sweat resistant. So are these. But why am I gonna use these super nice earbuds? Like, they're really nice, guys. They are. They sound great. You can control the bass and everything. Which that's also what I forgot to mention. You could do the same thing on the app, on the Jabra Sound Plus app. You could use the graph there that they have and boost up the low, the mid, the highs. You can boost it all up or reduce it depending on what you feel comfortable with. And you could actually create your own sound profile on there. Be like, oh, this is for, like, let's say you want something different for working out. You want something more heavy bass You put that on there. You click the little button to add it to your profile, because there's a bunch of profiles on there. You could just put it on there and just put on their workout, right? Or let's say you're listening to a podcast, right? Or you're listening to actually an ebook, right? You're listening to a book. You could boost up a little bit more of the mids and the highs, so you can hear more of the speech. You can just put on there that that's for whatever podcast or book listening, whatever you want, right? So you can control all that. So that's pretty good. But like I said, yeah, these are super nice, really good. They're more expensive than these guys, and these are, like I said, to me, these are the top-notch active noise canceling earbuds. If I want something super nice, where just feel like very immersive into my music or whatever I'm listening to, I'm going with these. But since I do love to work out, and I need something that is not as expensive as these Sonys, well, guess what? I'm going with the Jabras. So that's the reason why I have these. Now, the reason why I got the new ones, because these are from 3 years ago. I got the new ones because they have the shake grip. It does have wireless charging, right? And then it has the upgraded Bluetooth on there, which would be better connectivity and all that. And by the way, the microphone quality is supposed to be superb on these, like really nice, better than these right here. Of course, it would make sense, right? These are like 3 years old, so the mic quality should be way better. Now, one thing I will say is that the Jabra Elite 3s, they don't have all the specs that these do. They do have the sweat resistant, but they don't have like actually active noise canceling and like certain things that you wouldn't be able to do on the app with these. Now, the difference between these and the 7 Pros, the only difference is that the microphones, those 7 Pro ones, the Jabra Elite 7 Pro, they're actually meant for calling. It's meant more for people that are in the business industry. So those are meant for them, like when they're taking calls on the go every single time. So the mic quality on those are supposed to be like all the way up here, like way past these right here. Those are also sweat resistant and all that, but you are paying a pretty good penny for those. So if I were you, I would just go with these. And the other thing too is that the Jabra Elite 4 actives, the Jabra Elite 4 actives, I did not see a difference between those and these, and those are a little bit cheaper. The only thing I think that I saw a difference in is that it does not have the shake grip like coating that these do, which I showed you guys. It does have like that little rubbery look to it that grabs onto your ear. So those are the differences between the new line of Jabras that came out. There was only supposed to be 3, and they came out with a 4th one starting the new year out of nowhere. Just boom, here you go. So I will test these out for the next 2 weeks, and then I will give you guys my actual full review on what I think about these. Are they better than the 75Ts? Who knows? Maybe it might. What's beating it right now is that it fits like a glove in my ear. I could already tell that it grips onto my ear way better than these do. These, I have a thing where like I put them in my ear and like they feel a little funny sometimes, so I have to like adjust it all the time to get the perfect like fit, you could say. So for right now, from just the first feel to it, these are winning. But like I said, I really do need to test them out and see if I really do love them and enjoy them. So let's go and put these to the test. Okay, so before we get into my final review on this, I just wanted to show you guys the app, now that everything's set up. So here's hear through, right? Here's what I have the EQ set up. I have the low end. So the bass is a little bit kicked up a couple of notches. Then we have the high end, the treble, right? I have it down just a little bit, and I'll explain why. And these are other presets that are on here. So if I wanted to neutral, it'll switch it, you know, speech, treble boost, energize, like all that. But actually you could make your own, and that's how I have mine. You could also have soundscape, right? Put you to sleep. But this is the app, and then I have noise canceling. I have noise canceling all the way here through on right now. But let me get to it. Let me get to my actual review on these and let you guys know what I think about it. So now it's the time that you guys been waiting for, and it's my review on these Jabra Elite 7 actives. And let me say, there are some pros and there are some cons to this. And I think the pro to it, that whole like shape grip part of it, let me tell you, it is good. So first off, let me say I did try these out for about 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks actually. I switched over from using my Sony's to Jabras. So let me put these off to the side. I just had these just to compare them again, you know, the size and all that. But yes, these Jabras, you know, like I said, I went from using my all-day Sony's for the 2-3 weeks. I switched over to the Jabras. I was like, let me test them out. Let me test out the phone call. Let me test out, you know, the shape grip. Let me test out sound quality, mics, the whole wind noise reduction on here. Like, let me test everything out. So the shape grip was good. I've been working out here at home, and I've been doing the Shanti T25 workout, and that's a lot of jumping, running back and forth, and all this stuff, and you know, doing push-ups. And I put these on. Now there was times where I thought they were gonna come off, where I felt like, oh my god, they're actually gonna come out, like, and I'm gonna have to plug it, like push it back in, and they never did actually. They never came off. And the thing is, I sweat a lot, so the sweat gets in my ear, and then like my other Jabras, the 75t Jabra actives, those, you know, after a while they would start loosening up and they would start trying to pop out, and I would have to push them back in. With these, I didn't actually have to do that. So working out wise, even when I was doing push-ups on like clenching my teeth, yeah, you know, when you clench your teeth, it does open up a little bit and then it loosens up. But with these, it actually didn't. And I think it's because of the way my ears are. So I'm not saying these will work for everybody, because, you know, everybody has different shaped ears, whether, you know, they might be a little bit too small or big, whatever it might be. The bigger it is, the better it is, because it actually fits in even more, and that whole rubber grip that it has actually really grabs onto your ear. And when you're like moving back and forth and jumping, and like I said, doing push-ups, clenching your teeth, it actually does not, for at least for me, it didn't move, it didn't come out, I didn't have to push it back in. So I liked that. That was nice. The bad part about it, you guys saw that the EQ, is that I actually had to boost the low end. And with my Jabra Elite 75t actives, I didn't have to, because it had that punch to it already. These don't. Off the box, like straight out the box, they don't have that punch. If you like bass, they don't have the punch. So that's why, like I said, I show you guys my EQ, and my EQ is totally different, right? And I had to take a little bit of the high end, because to me it seemed like it was a little bit piercing to my ears, a little bit too much high. But with that EQ, literally they sound like my 75T's actives, right? These are the 7. Let's not get it confused. 7 active, 75T active. You know, they're different. So yeah, I did have to boost the low end and take off the high end, just so they could sound exactly like my other ones that I really did like. The only thing I didn't like is that they would constantly be like loosening up, or sometimes they would actually fall out my ear, because of all the sweating and moving around and clenching my teeth as I'm doing, you know, bench press or, you know, curls or whatever it might be, doing my exercise. They do loosen up, and then I have to put them back in, especially because of all the sweat. So that's one downfall. The other downfall to it is that I hate to say it, but with my 75t actives, the other ones, the older ones, which I probably should have had them here. So let me actually get those. Okay, so we have both of them here. 75t active, 7 Elite 7 active, right? They look different. Here they are. All right. They might even try to connect to my phone as I'm taking these out. So here they are. 75t. They're different. So the thing is, with these, the 75t active, I could have them at 50% volume and they sound great. They're right there. It's hitting the sweet spot for me. I don't have to go higher just to be happy with it and be like, oh, I need my music to be louder. Not with these. These to me sound amazing. They're great. For the new ones, for these right here, for the 7 actives, I had to have it up to about anywhere from 75% to 80%, just so they could have the same volume as the other ones, the older ones, at 50%. That's crazy to me, right? 50%, great. 75, 80%. Which at the end means, let's say you're someone, because I used to be that person back in the day where I would go and listen to my music super loud. So if you're trying to get more out of these, you're not. Because I feel like 75%, 80 to 80% reaches half, like 50% to these. That means I get more volume out of these than I do the newer ones, which that's the downfall. And I don't know, it's like, man, I really was hoping that they would be exactly the same. It's like, why couldn't you keep the same 50% that you have on the older ones to the new ones? But don't get me wrong, they are nice. The other thing that I really liked about them was having them in my ear. It actually didn't feel like I had them on. Like they're super light. I felt like I had nothing in my ear. And sometimes I would forget that I actually had them on. But they were really nice. That's one thing that I really liked, that they didn't start hurting. The other thing that I really love the upgrade on these is the whole, since these are push, with these you would push and you would actually really have to push, and sometimes it would bother my ear. These you don't. These are push, but just with a simple little push, like it's like sensitive. It almost felt, I mean, not to say to that extent, but it almost felt like if all I had to do was just tap, almost like the touch ones, that's my Sony's. My Sony's are touch. You just tap and that's it. You didn't have to actually push into your ear. But these are almost the same. Like, you just barely like push and switches to the next thing. So, you want to pause, you just right ear, just push once, pause, push again, and it'll play again on your left side. It would be your hear through, so just push once, goes to hear through, push it again, it'll go to noise canceling. And then also on the right side, you have double push next, triple push previous song, right? Now you could change that. I just keep it the way it is. I really don't have to change anything. I feel like to me that's fine, but other people want to do other things. So that was nice. The other thing was that I didn't like about it was actually the hear through. The noise canceling as well. The thing is, the noise canceling wasn't what I actually expected. Actually, that's what I should have said. It's not what I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more noise canceling going on, like suppressing a lot of the sounds outside. But I mean, it was okay. It was fine. Whatever, hear through was also a problem because when I had it on hear through, in order for me to hear people, they actually had to be speaking pretty loudly to me to hear them. I mean, of course I could have just pressed pause, right? But I wanted to do a test. I wanted to see what had to happen. So as far as hear through, it had to be loud enough. So even if you, let's say you're jogging out in the streets and you have these on, you could hear the cars passing by. But the only thing I didn't like was, yeah, the cars were loud enough for me to hear them. But what about if you're out there jogging at night or whatever, even during the day, and someone is trying to creep up on you, you know, you won't be able to hear them because they're not making that loud of a noise. So that was like one thing I didn't like, you know, as far as the hear through and the noise canceling. Yeah, like I said, these are still pretty nice headphones. It's just those little things. And if I were to rate them out of 10, right? So 1 to 10, what would I rate them? Super light. So I'm gonna put it out there. They're super light, very comfortable. Shake grip was good. Once I fixed the EQ, that was fine. The other thing I forgot to mention, I'll go through it real quick before, you know, this is already going on for too long. The phone call, I did do a phone call, and I asked the other person, like, hey, you know, do I sound good? I'm testing out these earbuds. I just want to see how it sounded. And that person was like, you sound really clear, crisp. Like, I like it. It sounds good. So it's definitely way better, much of an upgrade from these. Or even the Sonys. The Sonys, they do sound clear, but not as clear as these right here, which makes sense because Jabra they focus a lot on, you know, phone calls. So that was good, crisp, you know, sound when you're making phone calls. Cons, so pros, cons on this side. Cons, I had to have them way louder, 75 to 80% to get them to the same volume as these. Hear through wasn't as I thought it would have been, and also the whole noise canceling was a problem. So like with all the pros and cons, I think I would give it anywhere from 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. Let's just split it down the middle, 7.5 out of 10. They're still good. They're still great headphones. I mean, I'm still going to keep them, and I'm still going to continue to use them because they're still a little bit better than these, because these I would rate them a little bit lower just because they keep on falling out my ear every single time. And like I said, these are not actual real active noise canceling earbuds when I got these, and these are. So yeah, I'm going to keep on using these when I work out because these are great. I like them. I don't have to constantly be like pushing them in and okay, they're falling out. So it's up to you guys at the end of the day what you guys want to do, but I hope this helped out. Like I said, these are great for working out. If you're looking for something else, look at the ones that I talked about, the Sony's 1000 Mark IVs, right? The name is kind of long, but I do have the video. You guys can look it up, watch it, and I talk about it. So if you're looking for more of like just, you know, business, I'm, you know, walking around just to listen, or, you know, being someone that likes to travel, I would go with those. But as far as working out, I would go with these. If at the end you're like, yo, what is too much money? Look at some of the other options they have. Like I said, they came out with different ones. They came out with, at first it was 3 different ones, which was the Jabra Elite 3s, Jabra Elite 7 actives, and then now the Jabra Elite 7 Pros. You know, that was the next step up from these. And just recently they came out with the Jabra Elite 4 actives. So if at the end you say, you know what, it's a little bit too much money for me to spend on those, look at some of the other options, compare them, you know, just look at the stats, look at other people's reviews, you know, the written reviews, or just go on YouTube and search up a video just like how the one you're watching, and you can make your decision. But as far as for me, I'm gonna stick with these while I'm working out. And yeah, like I said, great product. It does have its downfalls, but some of the pros outweigh the cons sometimes. So yeah, like I said, hopefully that helped out. I'll see you guys on the next one. But that's my review on the Jabra Elite 7 Actives. See ya.